Live? Yeah, wow, we're really rocking it out, huh? We're live.
Right.
Woo! Woo! Wow, I am so glad to be here. And the first thing I'm going to say is hello to everyone at the comic strip who admires our work that we do here. So I just want you to know that it's really cool to know that other comics support other comics even though they're not there, and that they know who the other comedians are, and we look really good on TV. I just want to say that. And the comic strip, in case you don't know, was closed because of the funds, and Jerry Seinfeld got it back open, so I'm happy. And yeah, I'm on that museum wall with the dead people, so you could find me there. My hair looks like Oprah. Come on in. Give it up for Greg. He just moved in the area. He has no idea how paranoid I am. I've already had him traced. Skip trace. I'm only kidding. You guys remember skip tracing at all? Do you know what that is? You're in finance. That's hustling. You know, when you would skip trace, like, you know, you meet somebody and you go and tell your friend who's a cop to go look them up? No? You guys never did that? You guys got to get smart. In Jersey, we're smart. Like, men are so, like, they have no idea. When we say, listen, let me go shopping, you stay in bed. We would have a key made so fast. Go into this man's car the next day. It's just so crazy. Women, just because they're crazy in New Jersey. Just crazy. You know you're crazy when you're in the trunk of a car and the guy is cheating right there with a girl in the front seat, and he's still lying like Shaggy. Like it wasn't me, it was you. And to make it worse, it was a white girl who kept saying to the guy, do you want to taste more of the pink stuff with Chevette lipstick? And you guys are just like, get caught. Caught. This is my sister. That's the way you hold your sister. You're not even Mormons. Well, what can I say? Oh my gosh. Okay, so I have all different types of friends. I'm just telling you this for a second, and it's not even a warm-up, but there are some women in this world that you'll say, oh, wow, too bad he's taken, and the girl's like, is he married? Who gets interested in married men? They want more work done. Like, I'm just like, find your own guy and work on him and let him work on you. But I find people, and then I realize one of my friends says this way, they're married and they'll go home at night. I don't know. I just want a separate bedroom. Because I thought it was an earthquake, and it was me snoring. When you can't blame your husband? Now, listen, speaking of snoring, I want to say that I have cotton mouth, so I can't talk much more today. But December 8th is very exciting because at 2:30 they're going to... Hey, thanks a lot, Mark. Why don't you do that when I'm on stage? You know he did this to me in front of the mayor. I mean, that's a big deal. But I was being honored, and he fell asleep all the way back like this. And I was making faces at him, and everybody thought I was making faces at them. You know, because I was like, how's everybody doing? And it didn't look good. And it's hot in here, or maybe I'm just going through one of those flashes. What's happening on the 8th is that we're having a stand-up. It's an open mic night, not an open mic night, it's an open house to let people know what we do here, how we do it, why we do it. And after that, then it's all about the Film Actors Cafe. Please note, these are two separate entities, but we are working together. We are collaborating, and I'm really happy that Aaron is doing this. You guys met Aaron already, and I'm really proud of his work. And I also want to thank Johnny B. for being here. Thank you, Johnny, for being here, being our big bodyguard and learning how to use that machine. And I feel like I'm kind of kicked back from the 70s or something, or maybe I am in the 70s. It could be. And we just want to make sure that we say, no matter what, congratulations to comedians who made a difference in the election, and we are allowed to say that for freedom of speech for comics. They said stupid shit maybe, but we're back in action, comics. I mean, have fun. I'm not saying go balls out and get me shot. I'm just saying that people want to laugh again. And so we got to make America funny again. And so what we do is we want to be sure we get you all up in a frenzy. We do that with the comedy of the one and only Mr. Kenzie. Foster, let her hear you. Let him hear you.
Thank you, Sonda. Thank you. What's up, guys? My name is Kenzie Foster. No relation to Jodie Foster. Y'all know Foster Farms, though? Also no relation. Imagine getting rich off of feeding steroids to chickens. Yeah, like, screw you, PETA. Back to the weight room, chickens. Yeah, chickens in there shooting up like, cock. I don't know. I like that visual. All right. Fucking, no one's gonna make fun of those chicken legs. Guys, I got this show coming up where I gotta tell some embarrassing or unembarrassing story, but I don't know. I kind of want to do short format for it, so it's gonna be a series of short embarrassing stories, all about the first time I did some stuff. You know, a lot of times the first time you try something, oftentimes it's embarrassing. Right, and as you go, you get a little bit better, you know. So yeah, series of short, embarrassing stories. The first one is the first time I tried comedy. I was 7. All right, my mom, I got tucked into bed. My mom, she went off to work. She was working at J.C. Penney at the time, doing the night shift during Christmas. She was wrapping presents, you know. And I thought it would be funny to hide in my clothing hamper in my closet and surprise her when she got back. And yeah, it ultimately resulted in her calling the police, freaking out, having a frantic episode, all the while I'm just kind of giggling in the hamper, you know. Yeah, that was the first time I tried comedy. Surprise, Mom. I'm gonna headline that. I'm gonna headline it. First time tried comedy resulted in my mom calling the police and crying. Then I'll get, yeah, that'll set it up better. Yeah, first time. What else? Some other, yeah. Oh yeah. First time I jerked off. I thought I got herpes. For real, it was the next day. It's like I kind of came, I don't know, you do something like that and you kind of wake up a little bit as a human, right? It's just like one more step towards evolution, or I don't know. But the next day I looked down at my ankles and I was thinking about it and I saw freckles on my ankles and I was like, oh no, I got herpes. And I told my grandma, I was like, Grandma, I think I got it. And she was just laughing her ass off. Yeah, first, I don't know, maybe I'll keep that one out. Yeah, the first time I fell in love, I was a level 54 undead mage, and she was a level 36 elvish priest. This was World of Warcraft, 2007, you know, and we met while fighting boars in the Badlands. You know, just taking them out. We got to talking, and then we would go on quests together. Occasionally she would do that elvish dance, you know, and things were heating up, and we leveled up together, and, you know, the romance was growing stronger for weeks. I don't know, but I was a kid, so it felt like years. I had known this woman forever, until one day she just, you know, logged off and never logged back in. She was gone, and then I was just left as a lonely undead mage throughout my days, waiting for her to sign back on. Yeah, it was probably a 50-year-old man. It was, you know, it was probably some pedo on the internet, to be honest, but that was my first love. Yeah, okay. First love, first comedy, first jerking off, first love. Were there any other first? Oh, the first time I met a Mormon. All right. Yeah. Apparently Mormons can't take jokes. You know. Once again, about 7th grade, I was a new kid in school. It was math class. I walk in, I tap this kid on the shoulder, you know, sit down at my desk. He's in front of me, and I'm like, you know, tap him. And he turns back to me, and I was like, hey, man, I heard that you're Mormon. And he was like, yeah. And then I said, I bet you I'm more man than you. And then he punched me in the face. Yeah, right at the start of class. You know, I didn't do anything about it. I just took it. You know, And that was that. That was that. I've never told a joke to a Mormon since. Yeah. No. Don't mess with those guys. All right. There's some decent ones. Yeah. So that's the first times. I think I don't know. I'll add some more in there maybe.
First time we got busted by lying to a girl. How you didn't get caught?
I'm trying to. No, I've been caught. I got snitched out by an old baseball teammate.
No.
And he was the one who helped me hook up with this chick. Well, we were on and off, freshman year of high school. And I mean, if you're gonna cheat, that's the time to cheat, right? High school,
Yeah,
But
not nursing home.
yeah. But yeah, he ended up texting the girl who was like my girlfriend because we did it during a baseball thing. Not fun. Fucking Tanner. Fuck you, Tanner Leatherwood.
Yeah.
Fucking piece of shit. Ruined my reputation. Didn't really affect my dating game in high school though. That was just fine. But yeah. Okay. I think that's about it for first. I'll concoct a couple others. It's only like 5 minutes for that, and then I gotta do a song. I'm gonna do some Alicia Keys during the music. Oh yeah. Shit, that was 8 minutes?
No, 2. You got 2 left.
Well, yeah, but that was 8. Okay. All right.
It might have
There was one other. Okay. You guys like Jim Carrey?
Yes.
Yeah? You guys like Jim Carrey? All right. So think about if Jim Carrey, if he was a capitalist instead of an actor. All right? I'd imagine it would go a little something like this, waking up in the morning, like, all righty then. Checks his schedule. All right, what's on the agenda for today? 6 a.m., check my stocks. 7 o'clock, pledge allegiance to the flag. 8 o'clock, breakfast with Warren Buffett. But what will I wear? A pinstriped suit, of course. And you know what, around noon, let's fire that little Timbo chap. His mother recently got breast cancer, and he's been slacking off in the office. Can't have that energy. All right, Jim Carrey the capitalist. That was kind of weak. But I'm working on it. I've only tried that like 2 other times now. It's going to get better. It's going to get better. Yeah. All right, guys. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for listening to me. Oh, yeah. My name is Kenzie Foster. You can find me at the Fourth Wall Cafe in Hollywood tomorrow evening at 8 o'clock. And, next Thursday at Ego Death, another show over in Hollywood. Come on out. Kenzie Foster. Find me online. And give it up for...
So the ticket information for the second show was where?
I don't know. Oh, Private Reserve. It's like a weed shop.
Right.
Yeah.
I know. Exactly. I was saying be specific so they would not think I'm crazy. See, it's a weed shop. It is.
Yeah. It's comedy at a weed shop. Yeah. I don't smoke anymore,
Well, we'll fix that.
But, No. I'm hyper efficient now, without smoking weed. I read a book in a week, and 1 fish, 2 fish really holds up. All right, guys, give it up for Sunda.
Are you my mother? Oh my God. We got to do the most embarrassing moments again, like guys cheating things. I would love it. I mean, that was great. He was so uncomfortable because he's been one of those guys that got caught. Don't you like to get guys caught? Like, I'm on the phone with my mom. You're like, really? You always hold your penis home like that when you're on the phone with your mom? Come on, Mom. Only if you're Menendez. Why do I keep talking about them? I know, because they're really hot on the TV show. That's why. Not in the real life. The headpiece coming off scared me. I don't know what that was. How does hair come out, though? Stress? Maybe? I don't know. I think I'm going to shake this up a little bit tonight, guys. Let's welcome America's sweetheart, Mark Zaffron. Let's do this. Oh, here he comes. Why did she do this to me?
I'm not going to say that.
You know, as everybody knows, I'm a lawyer, not a comic. But we can laugh about a few foibles that people have. Have you ever driven with a backseat driver who just won't shut up? Right? Isn't that the most annoying thing in the world? Here you are, you're pulling into a parking spot, and you know how it is in LA when you're trying to park. They're intent upon not letting you. They'll box you in LA if you try to parallel park on Westwood Boulevard. And there's this person sitting next to me telling me about some accident I allegedly had 12 years ago. I don't remember any accident from 12 years ago, but 12 years ago, and this is somebody who probably I've paid for 3 cars already, all right? But how could I...
What's my fault? None.
Now you know who it is, all right? Couldn't keep her mouth shut then. Busted herself. Now, you know, I'm listening to a thing about chickens. Yeah, well, you know, Kenzie was talking about chickens, right? See, chickens are very interesting animals here in the United States. Somebody told me today, apropos of Kenzie's routine, that they're not chickens anymore. That we have so overbred and underfed our chickens, they're not real chickens. So he was in Germany, and they fed him chicken. And he called in the chef, he goes, "This is the best chicken I ever had." He goes, "That's because in America, you don't have chickens anymore." So now that RFK Jr. is going to be the Secretary of Health Education, Health and Education and Welfare, I think they keep changing the name too many times. All right? Anyhow, hopefully we're going to get rid of all those antibiotics they feed the chickens. It didn't help. We only had to kill 6 million or 7 million of them during a chicken flu, and that's why the price of chicken went up. But it's going to be a pleasure to get rid of some of the people who are in the Biden administration. My favorite was Mayor Pete. Mayor Pete took time off for his what do they call that? Pregnancy leave? Except there was no pregnancy. Not his boyfriend's or husband's. It was some woman that they hired, all right? She had a pregnancy, all right? He just went home to bond with the baby, but in the meanwhile, there were 300 ships off Long Beach Harbor with your food on them, all right? That's true sense of insanity. But now I hear that Kim Kardashian's complaining about being a single mother. She claims Kanye's, you know, not taking care of his business. Well, you know why. So one of his assistants just blew his ass out into the newspapers. So he comes into Waldorf over here, Beverly Wilshire Waldorf, and Kanye's there with, what's that thing's name? Bianca Sensori? Bianca, the girl for the wife, and in there, and all of a sudden he comes out wearing no shirt, and she comes out, as usual, wearing nothing. Poor guy standing there. Kanye starts screaming and hollering, wearing a Nazi shirt. He has a SWAT sticker on his shirt. And then all of a sudden, she goes back in the room, and he leaves the door open, goes back in the room, and this poor guy is standing there listening to them grunt and groan. Now you know why Kim Kardashian shouldn't complain about being a single mother. Do you really want him around your children? Or influencing them? I mean, come on, what did you name them? Northwest? East West, Southwest. Yeah, you think it's cool until they go to school. Yo, North! Well, that's what are you gonna say?
I know somebody that name.
Yeah, I'm sure you do. You know, I never heard of names like Fighter, Biter, Pumpkin, things like that until I met my wife. And that's just one family next door to her grandmother's house. They had Fighter, Biter, Pumpkin. At least half of the family's in jail, you know? Well, you know, didn't do much. Just manslaughter, no big deal. You know? It's Paterson, New Jersey. You know, that's a minor crime. Anyhow, on that note, I cannot be found on social media. I don't want to get busted.
By who?
Oh, by anybody.
Again. By the way, he has the names wrong. The names are Sister, Pigeon, Dimples, Fighter, Puddin'.
That's worse.
Cuddles, and Biscuit. Yeah, I had like a biscuit. I know, Biscuit died. I was so sad. You know what? I have to tell you something. I love this person that's coming on stage, not because she's funny, but because there's something to be said with truth in comedy. The one and only Miho Fuji. Let me hear you. Yes! Yes!
Thank you, Sunda. I'm Japanese. And why chopsticks called chopsticks? We don't chop with it, you know? That thing it's not knife, you know? We don't really chop things. It's like just people making fun of, English speaker making fun of, oh, is it like martial arts? Chop, chop. Maybe. And then, like, could be like a chop, chop. Is it quick? No. When white people use chopsticks, they're slow as fuck. It really pisses me off. If you can't use it, just use a fork. You don't have to be looking cool. Just use fork. I use fork sometimes for certain stuff, you know? So I don't know why it's called chopsticks. Why is it chopsticks? I watched Bridgerton. Yeah. I don't know, most guys think it's girls bullshit. I agree with you, you know? That show is like really pissed me off. And then it feels good. It feels so good to get mad at their stupid love life. And then it just stretch off a whole season so they're not gonna get together until the end. That's all about Bridgerton. You know, there's a Bridgerton tits exist, right? Everyone has like an amazing cleavage. And I wanted to achieve that cleavage, right? I tried that. I got push-up, sticky blah, and then did that. And then realized my nipples like right here. It's like looking the ceiling. So every single character has amazing cleavage in Bridgerton. Their nipples are like looking up. That's funny to think about. They're like looking so graceful, but just their nipples are looking up. Every single man in Bridgerton gives head. That's why that fucking show is fantasy. You know what I mean? Like, you all eat pussy? All right. Yeah, I fucking hate men don't eat pussy and then just like standing there like bring out dick and then suck my dick.
Yeah.
Or some guys like, oh, unless we're intimate, I don't eat pussy. Fuck that. And I have to suck your dick anyways. Fuck that. Just every girl's like Bridgerton. You know what I mean? Every single girl's like Bridgerton. Cause they eat my pussy.
Oh my god!
Yeah. So watch Bridgerton and learn from it and then get mad at it. That's I do as a woman anyways. Yeah. So I'm Japanese. Gotta remind you all. Japanese funeral is really fun. Oh, it shouldn't be fun. It was fun, but so my grandma died, and right then we cremate. We don't have much space in Japan. We're a tiny island, so we have to burn it all the dead bodies. So we had that cremation place, and I put my grandma in the oven. And while we waiting for my grandma's cooking done, we eat bento box. I don't know why, but we just eat bento box. We don't have 20 minutes, but we still eat bento box. And that was a barbecue bento. That was really good. That was really good. I mean, who the fuck wanna eat barbecue while cooking is fucking good? My grandma's being barbecued right here. Do you think I have an appetite for barbecue bento? I did. It was good protein sauce. And after that, my grandma's cooking's done and her body comes out, right? It's all bones. She's suffering. And then one lady bring out box and the chopsticks. And then she said, okay, we're gonna pick up bones with chopsticks and then put it in a box. white people can't do this job because, like, if you drop that ball on the floor, disgrace. Like, you are disrespecting your grandma. I never felt this nervous to use my chopsticks and then by the end, as a finale, lady brings a hammer and she says, "Okay, anyone volunteer to crush the skull? So it's gonna fit in the box. Why don't we have bigger box?" And then my dad is like, "Mijo, you are her favorite. You should do it." I'm like, yes, Grandma, I loved you. Yeah, it fits in the box. Yeah, you guys should experience that. Maybe marry Japanese women. That's what's gonna happen. Fun. All the fun. So, when guys ask me, like, where do you want me to come? Right? Hopefully, in your apartment. That's the first answer, right? Okay. Then, I don't have to do cleaning. If in my house, and if I like you enough, my first answer will be in my mouth. So it's less messy. The worst is like on my face. Like, you can do that if you're gonna avoid my eyes. That is the worst. They fucking swim inside of your eye. You should try that tonight. Yeah, at least you gotta come. And eyes, you know? I don't have cums, I can try tonight, but I need to ask volunteer to try that, you know? But I don't wanna do that, that shit hurts. That shit fucking hurts. For a good 20 minutes. So no on my face. Unless you're a good shooter. Yeah. I don't want to clean my house. Don't shoot on my floor either. I don't know. I don't like my body either. Like, I don't know how to move to not touch any of my sheets to mess it up. I don't have laundry in my apartment. You know, I have to go to public or sharing laundry. So, yeah, we should do this in your apartment. I'm tired. How long more do I have?
Oh my God, my stomach hurts. Okay, you are absolutely at 2 minutes.
2 minutes? Then, yeah. I got thick thighs. You see that, thick thighs? How thick are they, right? So I'm listening music with my AirPods and my phone on my hand. But I wanna free my hands, right? So I move my phone between my thighs, and my AirPods goes disconnected. Yeah, my thighs are Bluetooth proof. That thick. When it's that thick, it's very inconvenient to live. Yeah, but I love my thick thighs. There's nothing wrong with it. Okay, I'm on my period right now, so I'm gonna sing this song. And it's fucking full moon, like that fucking drive me crazy, but this song based on Queen, We Are the Champions, but I would call it, We Need a Tampons. I'm sorry. I pay for my tampons, month after month. I've done my meditation, and no communications help, so shut up. Fuck up! And by period cramps, I'm about to puke, ooh. And a breach of tampons to escape my puss, but cheaper than unbleached tampons. I mean, how the fuck makes sense? We need a tampons for free. Yeah. And we breathe in pain till we get. We need a tampons. Everybody, we need tampons. No man is up a pussy if we don't get free tampons every month. Thank you. I'm Miho Huzi. Actually, I have a show tomorrow at Flappers at 9 p.m. If you don't want to come to Kenji's show, you can make it mine. You gotta make a choice. All right, thank you.
And if you wanted to get a discount tickets, you would contact you directly.
Oh yeah, exactly.
Okay? I know who you're working with, baby. I know what they do
yeah,
and how it
they do
is.
that.
As soon as you get there, like, did you bring 10 people? You're like,
Yeah, actually, they're asking me for confirmation email to make sure someone lied. So got
Listen.
in trouble.
listen, I'll tell you how to finesse that, because at the end of the day, we all have to pack the house. So never feel that way. It's just the way they do it is different than the way professionals handle it. You know what I mean? It makes you feel lesser than. I should just be invited, and you should know that I'm going to bring as many people that would love me as fans. Oh, she gives me yellow fever. I'm kidding. Just because, I had a Japanese boyfriend. I don't know how I got in this conversation with the guy at the pot store, but he was telling me that he was in a place nude with all these Asian men. They were all Chinese, not Japanese. And I don't know why he was telling me that. He was like, and I was the biggest one there. He's not even Japanese, okay, or Chinese. He's from Venezuela. He should be on like a horse, right? But you can't ever assume. It's like that Nigerian guy I was with. I was like, oh, here it comes, the Mandingo thing, and look what it was. He said, I don't want to hurt you. And I was like, with what? Can I make a Nigerian joke, or is that going to get me in trouble with Biscuit? All right, sometimes you have new people that walk in and say, where the hell am I? And what is she, a man or a woman? I'll tell you, I got out of something once with a guy. It's okay, sweetie. It's happened to me before. It's okay. It's called a she, ma'am, or a ma'am, sir. I've learned all these new things here, right? Because you don't know. I could have Adam's apple, and I'm busty when I bend over. So I said to this guy, I can't be with you anymore. I said, I have to tell you the truth. I said, I had a sex change. And he said, I knew it. And I said, you knew it? And he said, the smallness of the breast, the Adam's apple, the facial hair. So is that true? It's a true story. And the guy's still living. And Mark says to me, hun, telephone, it's Peter Tripp. And I am like, no, I got to tell this guy I'm a real woman. Because I lied, so I wouldn't have to do, So I'm not going to sit here and make you beg. We want to hear what we've got from Greg. Come on up, Greg. Come on. Welcome to our zoo.
Hi, how are you?
How you doing?
I'm so good, thank you.
Yeah.
Hi, how are you? I'm good, thanks. Hi, how are you? Okay, we're skipping that. How are you?
Crabby as ever.
God damn it, y'all. This is LA. I came out here because people are supposed to be happy. From North Carolina, it's cold as fuck there.
Oh.
People complain about being cold here. It's not. It's not. It's 60 degrees. It's fine. Hi, how are you?
Good.
I'm good too, thanks for asking.
Oh. Yeah.
This is cool. Thanks for having me, Cinda.
Yeah.
It's nice being here.
Neighborhood.
Yeah.
Tell us
Yeah.
more.
About what?
You just moved in the neighborhood.
I just moved in the neighborhood.
Okay.
People told me to check out the food. The Panda Express here is exactly the same as it was back home. It's not any different. Orange chicken tastes like orange chicken. It's fucking a really expensive move to have the same fucking experience. I'm honestly just surprised there's infrastructure here. I thought this was a desert. It's not. It's a whole city. There's 9 million people. I looked it up. That's crazy. That's like 8,999,000 more people than I thought were going to be here. It's overwhelming.
That's just the legals.
Right?
It's just the what?
The legals.
The legals. I'm just going to take a hard alt-right stance right now. I'm from a place where the governor of North Carolina proposed to build a wall around the town that I'm from to not let the gays out. He said, build a wall. It's like, that's crazy as shit. Also, it'd create jobs, so like, there's that. Anyways, what were we doing? Oh, comedy. I can tell what you're thinking, Sunda. I know. I can see it in your eyes. You too, Kinsey. Was it Billy? You too, Mark. You too, Miho. You're all thinking the same thing. You're thinking this guy is probably born prematurely. I wasn't, Sunda. I wasn't. I wasn't. I came out post-maturely. It's much different. I got cooked for way too long. Tiny head, big shoulders, very smooth brain, smooth and squishy. That's what the doctor said. They said he came out wonky. They spelled it wonky. He was a black doctor. It might have been honky. I don't remember. I didn't want to come out. I didn't. I was getting free health care. I was getting free heating, free food, free sips of whiskey on the weekend. A little bit of that nicotine on Saturdays and Sundays and Mondays and Tuesdays and Wednesdays and Thursdays. A little bit of weed on Friday. It makes you strong.
Okay.
My mom was a good woman. She just gave me fetal alcohol syndrome. Okay, that's fine. What the fuck else? What do we do? Oh, right, comedy. I don't want to sound arrogant, but I've never had a cavity.
Oh, God.
I've also never been to the dentist. But I do have 13 super strong teeth with tiny holes in them for liquid. It's hydrodynamic teeth.
Wow.
Moving on. I feel like I'm going to get in trouble for this one in LA. If you ever meet somebody who's over the age of 40 and who is also married and also has braces on their teeth,
Oh, God.
you can safely assume that person is planning a divorce. There's just no other reason for it at that point in your life. You agreed with this person that loves you that y'all were gonna fuck each other's ugly faces until you died. And I'm sorry if I describe someone in here. It's gonna fuck up your car ride home. You've been spending a lot of time with that tennis instructor. I agreed to fuck your face for the rest of the time. Okay. Growing up, my friends said I had a hot mom. They also said I looked just like my mom. That made sleepovers pretty uncomfortable. And it's not like a homophobic thing. I just didn't want to wake up to Matt humping my leg, thinking that he was thinking about humping my mom. It's not good. That'll fuck up your esteem as a child. Every time you get invited to a sleepover, you're like, are they inviting me because I'm funny and fun to be around? Or is it because the back of my leg reminds them of my mom's pussy? You don't know. You can't know. You really can't. Unless you ask, and that will ruin a friendship. Hey, does this look like my mom's pussy? They say no every time, but I know they know it does. Oh my God. My grandma's a bitch. My mom always says, Greg, you can't say that. Your grandma has Alzheimer's. Alzheimer's doesn't make you racist. She's dead, it's fine. Fuck that lady. She should throw slivers at me. I know that's a trope, but she really did. She was terrible. Do you guys ever meet a tall guy dating a short girl and you think to yourself, that's disgusting. Why don't you date someone your own height, you pervert? Or I gotta watch you reach up and hug your boyfriend's neck. Bend over like some sort of Alien vs. Predator, spine sticking up out of it. It's gross. Splitting her open with that horse cock. That one's always a 50-50. Didn't hit with the 6 people in this room. That's fine. Okay, is that the light?
You got 2 minutes. 2-minute warning.
I want to start a trauma Olympics where we all share traumas together. And the winner of that trauma gets the only bullet in the gun. Thank you, yeah. No, yeah, we can talk after the show. Did you ever watch a dog shit for too long? Yeah, there's like a time you get about a second and a half socially where you see a dog and it starts to shit, and then you have to look away. I've been doing this thing where I just watch the whole way from beginning to end. I don't stop. And the owner looks at me and I look at the owner and I'm thinking, are you gonna pick that dog shit up?
Okay.
And the owner's looking at me and he's like, hey, are you gonna fuck my dog? Why are you looking at him like that? Maybe. Okay, I'll do one more. I've been writing more jokes, clearly. And my mom always says, Greg, when are you going to bring home an Oscar? When are you going to bring home an Oscar? I'm like, I don't know, Mom. What's wrong with Miguel? Okay, I'll do one more. How many helium balloons does it take to hang yourself? I don't know, because I always come before the experiment's over. All right. Okay, fine. Bye.
Wait, where do we find you?
10920 Santa Monica Boulevard, apartment number 3, Los Angeles, 90025.
Greg Kyle, where do we find you on social media?
Oh. Right, I'm getting used to that. You can find me at Very Serious Comedy on Instagram.
Great name.
Thank you.
Good luck.
Thanks.
Thank you for being here. Yes. And now we're going to bring up the one and only guy that reminds me of my friend from grammar school that I love dearly. And he's going to be hosting here soon, so you guys got to put out a lot of love and respect for the one and only Billy Ramirez. Let him hear you.
Billy. It's been a while. Hope I remember my stuff. So, your name is Mijo, right?
Yeah.
I completely agree about the chopsticks because I'm not that good. I can get by, but then I switched to the fork, and then people are like, "Oh, you have a fork?" Like it's the ways of food. You know, how do you get food into my face as fast as possible? A fork, anyways, whatever. Greg, I'm scared of you. Yeah, like you started off. I don't know if anyone remembers Owen from Planes, Trains, and Automobiles. Like her first baby come out sideways. She didn't scream or nothing. You know, like the people train run out of Stubville, and then but it's cool. You're cool. You got more of like a Lowell from Wings kind of vibe. So anyway, oh yeah. How to do comedy. My name is Billy Ramirez. I'm 43 years old. I like to call myself a middle-aged muchacho. I also like to call myself office Latino, which is my way of kind of explaining the skin tone. Why I look like this. I just been inside in an office. It's also my way of telling people that I'm not the kind of Mexican that's going to fix your transmission, but I can put together a PowerPoint or a website. A toda madre. That means real swell, by the way. So let's see. Not too long ago, a fellow comedian, she did a joke about white dudes, and then I was sitting at front row, and she reached out to me for a fist bump to punctuate her joke about white dudes, and then I shook her off, and I did not fist her. I did not give her the fist. I did not fist bump her, and then she looks at me and it's like, well, why? And I said, because I'm not white. And then, like, she's presenting brand new information to me that I'd never heard before. She says, well, you look white. Like, yes, lady, don't you think I exploit this like as much as I can? Like this skin tone is a free 15 to 20 mile an hour speeding pass. Like not too long ago, I ran a red light in front of a police officer on Santa Monica and Butler, where the police station is. And you know what the police officer did? Nothing. Like, just shook his head, just like, young man, you shouldn't do that, But if I looked like one of my cousins from, Michoacan or something like that, they would have dragged him out and beat him, called him all the names that I don't want to say because I want to keep this PG-13 maybe. I don't know, whatever. I want to see how far I can push it though. It's just like this, like the skin tone. It's I can lightly trespass just about anywhere. I want to see if I can. See how far I can push it. Just all of a sudden, just walking by, like, whoa, I'm sorry, what's that, sir? I was looking for the gift shop. I'm sorry. I just went down the wrong door. Yeah, sorry. My name? Billy. Yeah, I'm sorry. I am aware that this is an active runway, but okay, so just go back out that way. Oh, 777 coming up. I'm sorry. Like, yeah, I know. I'm pretty sure I could have gotten into January 6th without any tickets. Like day of. I love saying that joke because it usually lands like an adjacent fart. I was like, you're just like, yeah, we're having a good time. Oh, come on, man. All right, anyways, whatever. Let's see. So at 43 years old, I'm trying to accept the fact that I'm getting old. I know, having been born in the 1900s, for a lot of people, that's old, And by the way, I love saying that phrase, like, oh, back in the 1900s, I did this. Like, if people... that makes me feel old, actually, because it makes young people laugh. Like, look at this old son of a... whatever. But I'm trying to accept the fact that I'm getting old. Like, one way that I'm trying to accept the fact, like, I'm turning senile in front of you. Yeah, exactly. There you go. Yeah, there you go. I'm noticing the signs. But another way is, like, I refuse to learn how to text using any sort of shorthand or slang. Like, LOL, whatever. No, I use full words. For me, it's proper grammar and punctuation, and that includes the Oxford comma. All right, but to be honest with you, it's not really just because I'm getting old. I do it mostly to show off my communication degree, because I certainly don't show it off where I live or with what I drive or anything, or my career or anything like that. So I don't know if anyone remembers an old episode of The Simpsons. I guess most of them qualify as old episode of The Simpsons now. They're season, 63 now? But about 20 years ago, when I was embarking on my journey towards my so lucrative communication degree, there was this episode where the kicker for Springfield University injures his leg in the big rivalry game, and in the locker room, Dr. Julius Hibbert tries to comfort the poor kicker, and he tells him, "Oh, I'm afraid you'll never play football again. At least you can fall back on your degree in communications." Oh, dear Lord, no. And then the kicker goes, "Yes, I know he's a funny major. Lubchenko learned nothing." Well, that joke is funny to me, again, because it is said that comedy is tragedy plus time, and, well, enough time has passed, and the tragedy is a communication degree. So, now that you know that I hablo español and all that, I have a piece of Spanish trivia for you about the band Maroon 5. It's going to blow your mind. Check this out. Nobody knows this. So, did you know that the band Maroon 5 has a different name in Latin American countries? Yeah, that's true. In Latin American countries, Maroon 5 is known as Cinco Putos, and that's true because I saw it on Wikipedia when I put it there. All right, well, listen to the response. Another band joke? Sure. How about this one? You can dub in crowd noise. Isn't that right? Yeah. All right. You know, my favorite thing about the band Mumford & Sons is that we know exactly who to blame. You can add laughter too, right?
Right.
Yeah, okay. Just do that in post. Anyways, let's see. So comedy is a hobby. I don't know, maybe at some point it'll turn into a career. Who knows? But if it turns into a career and then it doesn't, I already have my backup hobby/career planned out. As a Spanish speaker and as a sports fan, I think I could become a baseball translator. But it's a very competitive market, and I'm going to need a gimmick, I think. Maybe I'll wear, like, funky glasses or, like, a zoot suit and interview people like, "Hey, puto, tell me," I don't know, whatever. But the other gimmick that I think it might work out. This is what I'm going to do for this gimmick, right? So I'm going to act it out for you. So just imagine here's a baseball interviewer. Oh, Jesus Christ, I brought too much material. Here's a baseball interviewer. Here's me, the interpreter, and the baseball player. So, could you please? We're here with Jose Sanchez, the catcher. Would you please tell us about your fantastic play in the ninth inning that won the game? Díganos un poquito de su jugada en la novena entrada que ganó el partido. Bueno, lo más importante es que nosotros apoyamos a nosotros y ganamos el partido. Okay, what happened is the pitcher, he's a bad guy, so he throw the ball, so I do a ball, and then I go to first base, and then from first base, I look at him, and then I say, hey, I'm going to steal hey, look at me, I'm going to do some salsa, I'm going to steal, so I steal second base. And then from second base, I'm behind him, not in front, so now he nervous, because he can't see me, so then he throw another bad pitch, the guy he's into the outfield, I go to third base, now he very, very nervous, so I like, hey, puto, I'm going to steal home, mira, cabrón, and then I steal home, and that's how he won the game. That's basically what you said, dude. This guy. Come on. Anyways, whatever. Strata never teamed up for anything. Could have had a variety show called Chips and Salsa. I'm sorry, that one's on the house. But just when it's my turn to order, I just can't resist. Auditioning for telenovela, nobody shooting. Just like all of a sudden, you know, like, preciosa, quiero 3 tacos de carne asada y una peña fiel. Gracias, por favor, muy amable, buen provecho. I don't know. I turned very passionate for where or when I hablo español, just because I love showing it off, especially because I look like this and my name is Billy. So whenever I get a chance to show off my español, I go completely overboard and basically turn into one of those Latino reporters you see on the news. I don't know if anyone still watches the news, but if you do, pay attention to any reporter whose last name ends in EZ, and there's a very good chance that reporter is going to celebrate the Spanish language, and that's how I hablo español, like a Latino reporter wrapping up a segment, something like, police don't have any further information on the suspect. Reporting live from El Camino Real in Santa Clara. This is Gustavo Gutierrez, el mero más chingón, tú sabes, güey, for ABC 7 News. Back to you, Nancy. All right, that's it for me. My name is Billy Ramirez.
And where they seeing you?
Find me at BillyRamirez.com. And actually, I moved here last year, basically started comedy all over. I don't have any shows. Fluffy, I know you're watching this. Yeah, you know, Fluffy and all the big, George Lopez, hey, call me. Put me on a show. Cabrones. All right, anyways.
We will.
Let's give it up for Sunda, who's going to tell us more about, she's going to show us how to do a backflip. So this will be fun.
No, I did that already. Oh my God, a backflip. Did you play Warcraft?
I did not. No.
I have
Did you?
story, but
A Warcraft one?
I don't want, I'll tell you after you go.
Yeah, because that's what I want to do is sit around and listen to all the rest of your bullshit. I'm kidding.
No,
That's okay. We'll do it after it's off.
I thought about mentioning it, but like now people know, they might see, and like, oh no, it's this.
So think of, if you're thinking of it, then wait. Sleep on it. You'll be up here again and again and again and again. And the beauty of it when you're hosting, just remember on a show, it's a bit to clean. You see how I do here? You ever see a faster show? We're fast. We're done and we're out. Well, usually it's faster, but I was talking. But you have to clean their palate a little bit in the real show, just because you never know. Look, she leaves with tampons, right? I have a guy I work with Kotex breath, so I wouldn't do that joke after you because it's too close. So we have to throw Greg in between. All right, the premature guy. We know why they call him that. I'm kidding. I'm so kidding, Greg. You got some black in him now. You couldn't hide it. Billy is really Guillermo. That's funny.
I'm not actually.
I'm kidding. I'm trying to think of a character.
Guillermo.
He cannot go along with this improv stuff I'm trying to do with you.
I deal that with all the time. Like people are like, oh, William. My name's not William. My name's not Guillermo.
No. It's Billy. It's Billy. So then, this is how we do it, guys. Funerals. That's how it is. Everybody is different at a funeral. Okay. Everybody talks differently at funerals. You were talking about funerals. Black people talk to the body. No. Black people talk to Jesus. I'm going with Jesus. I'm going with Jesus. And they don't even know whose funeral they're at. They just know they're going to have fried chicken after, right? Then you have the Latinos at the funeral. They're very interesting because they are emotional like a novella. And they're like, I love you, Juan Carlos. I'm going with you. But you know something? You cheated on me. Vete bacala, you die. And then the Italians talk. And they talk. And I forgot the rest of that. But I'm not going to do anything bad. Why are you shaking? How'd the Italians do it again?
Talk to the body.
Oh my God. And they're coming now. Everyone, if people tell you you're funny, you probably are. You won't know until you take it from the page to the stage. Do remember December 8th to be here. Any questions? Call 917-355-1551. Why? Because Verizon has not come out yet to fix my answering machine. Thank you all, and let's give it up for the one and only Johnny B for helping us. Thank you, Johnny.
You're welcome.
And he's doing his podcast here January 10th, and he wants you guys to come in. He's going to let you guys wear jewelry, both natural and lab raised. And we can shut that off now and wrap that up.
You got it, girl.
And we are out of Dodge. Thank